We need allies on side. If you are other than black, let's go. Line up on the side of the police.
Damn, I'ma up to 555. All red tie, die.
Protest today, man. We out here. The mayor right there. The mayor of Jersey City.
Everybody, each and every one of you for coming out here today, but you're not here for me, you're not here for Black Men United, you're here for yourself. You're here because you're tired, you're here because you're aggravated, you're here because you're frustrated, you're here because you cried all week, and you're here because you want change. We're marching today, and our goal is, so let me greet y'all, friends, comrades, brothers, and enemies.
I said we get up a little closer. Get up a little closer. Come on.
This is our city, so we know that we're not looking to burn bridges, we looking to build them, right? So the goal here is to disturb the peace. You can leave right now. You can leave right now. We have resources here that are going to be distributed on MLK Ave for the most marginalized, and that's our goal here. We're here to build community, we're not here to burn it. So if that's your MO, you can take a lead. My brother Reverend Keon Jackson, he's going to articulate a prayer to take us into that space of peace, love, and solidarity. So can we ask for a moment of silence that he'll initiate once I hand him the megaphone? Right on. Let's have a moment of silence for George Floyd, folks that we've lost, maybe members of your own family, police brutality, and systematic racism. Right now, that this spirit liberation, which is the reason why we gather here today, flow through each and every one of us. We ask right now that you keep those who've assembled under your hedge of protection. We ask that our message not be jaded by folks who do not stand with us. And we ask that as we go forth and march and proclaim what it is that you have told each and every one of us to proclaim, liberation and true justice for all, that you may slowly begin to deliver this city and the wider nation from systematic racism that continues to plague not just this city, but the world. For us to truly understand that to be black means something. To be black means that you are inherently beautiful. To understand that no matter what deity that we pray to, worship, he or she is indeed black. We love you, and we honor you, and I can conclude this prayer, whatever language, whatever creed, you conclude your prayer. For me, amen. So let's get them libations going then. Let's go. We ask the ancestors to protect us in the space. Ashe? Ashe. We ask the ancestors to guide us, to lead us, to make sure they fuel us in the continuous fight and the marathon as we proceed. Ashe? Ashe. We ask the enemies to make themselves known so that we are vigilant and we are prepared. Ashe? Ashe. And above all, we ask that we keep the peace today. Ashe?
Ashe.
Ashe?
Ashe.
Ashe?
Ashe.
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 Here with me, I have Sade Monet. She's a Howard University student. She's going to articulate a sentiment by Councilman Denise Ridley. Give her a hand, please.
And sisters, fighting for justice. As I watch the news coverage of many unjustified deaths of black people that have taken place in America, I'm saddened and I feel very heavy. I do not have to tell those of you protesting for change how wrong and unjust the actions of some law enforcement officers have been. You know. I do not have to tell you how racially biased practices have gone on this country for years and years. You know. I do not have to tell you that these men did not deserve to die like animals in the street. You know. So instead, today I choose to speak to those who may not understand why there is so much unrest throughout the country. To those who think that slavery was a long time ago and black Americans should have progressed by now, understand that hundreds of years of slavery was then followed by nearly another 100 of years of segregation. And people that lived through those times are still alive today. The lessons that they taught their children are still alive today. The racist individuals who fought against black people are still alive today. The black people that stayed sit-ins and fought for civil rights are still alive today. And I know because my mother was one of them. So there is no way that you can feel that racism is a thing of the past, because it is very much alive and well. To those minorities who feel that America is a land of the free and choose not to stand up for what is right, understand that these liberties you enjoy are because of the struggles and fights of black people in America. Black people fought for civil rights. And when President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act into law, it mentioned nothing about black people. It protected all from discrimination due to race, color, religion, sex, and national origin. Had my elders not been fighting in the streets for their rights, you would not have yours.
Yes, sir.
As we continue to fight for justice, let us do so in a respectful and peaceful manner. Do not let peaceful protests be damaged by those with ulterior motives. Let us continue to lift up the families impacted by injustice. And let us continue to say the names of those who lost their lives unjustly. Let us contact our federal representatives and demand changes in our judicial system. Let us contact our state representatives and demand changes to laws that allow civilians to become vigilant. Let us contact our municipal representation to ask them to review the practices of our local police departments. I have already requested documents from the Jersey State Police Department, and they have been cooperative with adhering to my request. Now is the time to work smart, to not give up, and to create real change. May God continue to bless you all. Regards, Denise Ridley. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, comrades, brothers and sisters, now we have Pam Johnson, who's a freedom fighter, leader of the Jersey City Anti-Violence Coalition, who's going to articulate another sentiment regarding a rally that's going to take place tomorrow. So give her a round of applause as well.
Power to the people.
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 Welcome, my kings and queens. So glad to see you come here today and stand with us and fight against police brutality that is existing in every precinct across America. Don't let them say it's not happening, because it is. And as a black woman, a mother of a black young king, a sister of a black young king,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't shoot. 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 Our streets. No peace. No peace. No peace. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Matter. 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 Matter.
Fuck Jersey City police!
We need allies on the side of the police state. We need allies on side. If you are other than black, let's go line up on the side of the police state.
Brothers and sisters, come on. Organize. Come on, my black brothers and sisters, organize right now.
All allies, let's have them line up right here. All allies.
All allies, it means black.
If you are not black, identify it. Move over here.
Oh, yes.
It means something to be an ally. That means you're willing to put your life on the line. Come on, line up over here.
Go, you too, bro.
Line up right here in front of the police officer.
We got your back. I got your back, brother. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Let's go, G. There you go. There you go. That's how you use your privilege. That's how you use your privilege.
Black folks, back up. Black folks, back up. We need to make sure you're protected. All allies to the front. All allies to the front. All allies to the front.
If you ain't black, go to the front.
Black folks, back up. Black folks. My vanilla brothers and sisters, come up front.
Word.
They listen to you.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Hands up. No, that's not the direction. Black folks, back up. Black folks, back up. All my vanilla brothers and sisters, to the front. You are allies. You mean something to be allies.
Don't shoot! 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 Don't shoot!
Free Angela Davis. Free Martin Luther King. Free Kwame Nkrumah. Free Rosa Parks. Free Stokely Carmichael. Free James Cole. Free our ancestors. Arm yourself with political education so you can mobilize our people. Power to the 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 people. If you're in the street, please get in the park. We want to give photographers a chance to capture this beauty and this unity. So if you're on the other side of me, please get on this side. When you look at the globe, everywhere else is brown and black, and only Europe is white. You're just a Negro that know how to speak another language.
Came back from the protest, you know. I can tell you why people are rioting and looting. Just think about it. We've been doing protests throughout the years, but to the police officers in the government, in the council, what goes to one ear come out the other. We're just talking and marching and with our posters or whatever. So now, like, enough is enough. People are gonna start rioting, looting, burning places down. Make sure they're cutting off the police taxes, and now they just robbing Gucci stores, Louis stores, whatever. They basically doing that because that's how they're feeling. It's their expression. They don't want to talk. They want actions. You wasn't paying attention to them before, and now you're paying attention to them now. You're paying attention to them now. They're doing this for attention. And now that we got your attention, now something has to change. I don't know what it is, but something has to change. Just because our skin color is black, we have a life too. We all bleed the same. We all have red inside of us. We bleed. If I stab myself in the arm right now, I'm bleeding. If I stab you in the arm, you're bleeding. What's the difference between us? Just because you got little whiteness or whatever? This go for all races. It should have happened. We all should be treated equally. I learned a lot today. I'm out.